When we get into remote control usage, I'm going to use one of our wireless remotes and connect to one of our newer motherboards. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to attach my motherboard here. A lot of kids will think that, you know, hey, I'm good, now I'm attached, but that's only just a plastic attachment. So we need power. Power can go into either of these ports. You'll see that there's two available. That just is so that if we're doing something like Bluetooth or controlling our servos, we can hook two battery packs to this. We don't need to for what we're doing. If we turn it on, we'll see that we have a certain program loaded. This one right now is on F. I call F football mode. That's when we play or build our soccer playing robots. This is the normal one that I use for wireless. If we want to change programs, we can hit our gray button and we can go through all the various programs. For wireless remote, I typically go to F. We'll have a bunch of different programs, but for the sake of this setup, that's what we'll do. Motors will be attached only in the motor 1 slots. I will sometimes even take some tape and tape up these 2 slots just for kids so that they don't use them. There are some opportunities to use those later, but for almost everything we do with kids, we don't even use these. So motor 1, left and right. For your younger builders, that is a little bit of an issue even, just remembering their left and right. And for most of our builds with the polarity, the red cord is going to go towards the top of the board. Sorry, I'm fumbling around here a little bit. Just trying to do it looking at the camera and at the motherboard. All right, so we've got 2 motors hooked in. To control them wirelessly, we need our remote receiver, and we need another 3-wire cable. This is where it's very important that we have the white cable closest to the S pen or right with the S pen. So we always say white is S, white is S, is what we tell the kids. If we look really closely then at our motherboard, we can see another slot up here. My eyes aren't good enough, but I believe it says something like IR. Maybe it doesn't on this motherboard. Some versions will say IR up here, but we can see the plus, minus, and S here. I'm going to plug that in so the white cord is closest to the S, which I did not do. We'll turn that around. All right, white closest to the S. All right, so now I have my receiver and I have my remote and everything ready. But in all robot world, we need to pair the remote with the computer. Okay, so the pairing channels, I believe there's 15 different channels. To figure out what channel this remote is, I have 7 written here. High likelihood that this isn't set up as 7, but when I have all my kits exactly like I want them, I will usually write what channel they are, so it's a little easier later. I'm gonna hold down the mode button while I turn on power. That will tell me what channel this is on. And this one was channel 7, which was good. So I'll hold it down and it's channel 7. If I want to change that, I will push the mode button. Now I'm in channel changing mode. I can hit my up arrow. And let's say I want to go back to 7. I'll go there, and to lock it in, I hit my left button. All right, so change, lock. Now if I turn off, turn back on, it's on 7. If I wanted to change it to 8, lock it in, off, on, it's on 8. I'll go back and turn it to 7 just since I have this one labeled as 7. So this is on channel 7. Now I need to make sure that my motherboard is on channel 7. So again, notice the gray button changes programs, but it will also get us into channel mode as well, or pairing mode. If I hold it down, when I turn it on, hey, I grabbed one that was right. So I'm in channel mode right now, and I can, let's say I want to change this to channel 1. If I let go, you'll see that it'll flash and then go back to program mode. So this build right now, this motherboard, is on channel 1, but program F. If I want to pair it with this remote, then I need to be on channel 7. And with this, it's just waiting. It'll flash and lock in. So you don't have to hit anything to lock the channel in. So now I'm on channel 7, program F. And if we're just using motors, we're going to use just left, right, up and down over here. These ones are for servos. So if I line of sight to my remote control, you can hear the motor coming. So that is channel setup and program changing a little bit with the motherboard.